Hey guys, welcome to HammerZone Sports. Today we're talking with Chad Gartland. Chad is a pitcher at George Mason University. Last year he was the Atlantic 10 Pitcher of the Year, which is pretty cool. This year we've had the pleasure of having Chad work as an intern in our high school training program as well as our performance training, our fitness program. Chad, welcome to HammerZone.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Fairfax community. We'd like to talk to you a little bit. You've worked in both programs here. You've worked in the baseball side. You've worked in the performance training side. You've worked with high school kids. You've worked with youth kids. How do you see a program like what we're doing here at the HammerZone benefiting these young people and preparing them for the next level?
So obviously it's a great place to train, great place to be. Starting from the young kids, the young guys with the Stars program, we run them every night through basic movements, running mechanics, all that stuff, and I think that's huge for getting them the basics of all those exercises. Because for me personally, I didn't do that. I waited until high school, till college, till I actually learned those movements, and it's a learning curve. So it took me a while to understand that, and I started behind everyone. Now these Stars kids are coming up through these programs, and they're ahead of everyone else. Once they get to high school with the high school guys, I mean, from the 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks I've been here, I've seen them progress so much, and I can't even imagine for a full 2 years, 3 years, what it would be like. So HammerZone is a great place between the fitness center, between the cages. I mean, you guys have everything.
Well, we're very fortunate to have you here. I'm sure Coach Rhodes would like to ask you a few questions on the fitness side.
So what do you think are some mistakes that high school athletes make when it comes to the weight room?
The first mistake was my mistake, just not getting in the weight room to begin with, not understanding what you're doing, and it's a lot. It's overwhelming at times. It's tough to understand, but the best thing you can do is come to a facility like this, come to someone who knows what they're doing, like you, Eric, and the great staff that's around here, and you can build everything you need, especially on the strength side.
Awesome. What are some things you think that has led to your success as a player at George Mason?
I mean, just the constant work. Starting as soon as I got here, the coaches that are at George Mason surrounded me with everything I needed and pushed me to when I didn't even want to keep going. They just told me keep going, keep going, keep going, and that's just kind of how I got to where I am. I'm not done. I know I can get better, and I think that's again what you guys are building here. It's just keep pushing, and you'll get to where you want to be.
So for athletes that aspire to play at the next level, what are some things that you believe they need to really work on at the high school level in order to be able to play at that next level?
I think the start is the mechanics. The mechanics of hitting, pitching, fielding, what you can get on the baseball side. I think that's what a lot of college programs look for. I'm not a college coach, so I can't tell you exactly, but the guys that I see, a lot of the freshmen that come in are very smooth with their mechanics. You understand why they're playing on your team because they field the ball really well. Their mechanics on the mound are maybe not perfect, but they're pretty close. And then after that, I think mixing that in with the strength and conditioning, getting stronger. And those guys that I've seen come in as freshmen that are stronger, I've seen freshmen come in stronger than me because they work hard outside. They go to a facility with a strength and conditioning coach, and they are already seen as ahead of everyone else on the team because of that.
Gives them a head start.
Exactly.
Sure.
Well, Chad, listen, you've been a tremendous role model for the kids in this program here. We currently have 40-plus high school kids that train here up to 5 days a week. They definitely benefited from being around you and watching you and just learning. You know, it's almost like watching a professional when you're in here with them. You definitely have a good grip on what you're doing. So just tell us this, what's next for you?
What's next? I got one more year at George Mason. We'll see where that takes me, if that takes me to a little bit of professional ball or if it takes me to the strength and conditioning side of things. Whatever it is, I'm excited for the future.
And one more question. How cool is it going to be this Friday when you get to put that championship ring on your finger from winning the A10 last year?
It's going to feel so good. It was an unbelievable experience, and a lot of hard work went into winning that championship and making that run. I can't wait.
Cool. Well, we appreciate having you here.
you, guys.
Thanks for your time today, and we continue to enjoy watching you work with the kids.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Sure.